Right, hopefully my stream should have now gone live. I'm going to be playing in the daily superblitz arena shortly. It starts in just under 15 minutes, so I thought I'll play a handful of games in the bullet arena first. Just get my sound up. 1848, good luck. Better play up there. Oh, he's blundered. Let's play up. Can I take there? No, I can't. Let's just push forward. He's a very quick player, isn't he? Very quick. Oh, I blundered my queen back. He can just take it. Wow. That was a blunder. It wasn't me trying anything. It was just a plain blunder. Hit the rook and bishop. Okay, take the rook. And now hit the bishop. And now grab the pawn. We're threatening to pin the knight if his rook wanders off. So he goes back. So I guess rook across. He's got the pawn and I'm going up. Ooh, can he get away with that? I guess he's got the bishop there. Look at the speed he's got though, very fast. Excellent, excellent. I could have very easily lost that one, couldn't I? Got comfortably up and then blundered my queen back. But these things happen. Okay, 14-13, good luck. And you can see a little counter there, that's how long you've got to make your first move. Okay, he's giving me a pawn, I'll play up. I think I can take there, hit the queen, and take. Oops, I was going to play up there, can't now. Let's throw in a check. I'm aware he can get that, but I'm just trying to trade queens there. Now I'll trade, grab the rook, castle, hit the pawn, but I'm actually threatening a check. So he's allowed a check, so I can keep him pegged on the back rank now. The knight moves, you take the rook, of course. So hit the bishop. Oh, he's blundered, so now I can queen. Hasn't he done very well for his rating though? He did very well for his rating there, didn't he? Well done. Oh, 1582, good luck. Apologies for missing that. Let's play a knight up, pawn up and just knight across. I think I'll take and take there. Then knight across, so we're actually hitting the pawn there, that's what we want. It's a little bit double-edged though. So I'm going to grab it. Then bishop up. Oh, he takes, so take. Bishop up, and then we try and castle. Now he's gone queenside, this could be interesting. Fireworks could be let loose here. If I take, I open up the file. I think I'm better taking and taking than not there, and then just look to trade the queen. Okay, so maybe rook up and rook across, then rook across and rook back. Then I must make sure there's no silly sloppy back rank mate issue. Let's just support the pawn. Again, another one playing very quick for his rating, very quick. He's just got to make a move. Just make a move. I think I'll push there. If he pushes, I just take with the rook. Let's just drop back there. I'm aware he's nearly out of time here. So again, not the cleanest of games, but I managed to get there, but I was aware of the clock that game. Right, 2285, good luck. Let's just go up and up. I think I can drop back here and here. Okay, I'm looking at knight forward there, but I don't think it works, it just loses a pawn. Yeah, I blundered there, you did well there. Oh, I managed to get the draw. Managed to get a draw. Able to play quick enough. But you see, for most of that game, he was quicker than me, as you'd expect from a higher rated player. Right, I'll play another one game in this one. Maybe two, but say I'm just getting a little bit of warm-up in ready for the Super Blitz, which comes up in... Oh, actually, it's only 5 minutes away. This will be my last game. I want a slight break in between. So 21:59, good luck. Might as well take there and hit the knight. Let's just play up. Yeah, I've been a bit careless there, haven't I? Bit careless there. Let's play a bishop up. Oh, I've just blundered completely. He can just take the knight and he wins on the spot. He missed it. Yeah, I don't actually see any good moves. just a bad game for that one. Bad game for that one. Well done. So I've played 5 games, 3 wins, a draw and a loss, 2056 performance against an average opponent 1857, so very good. But I'm really here to play in the daily super blitz, which starts in 3 minutes, so I'll just do 1 or 2 puzzles until we start. Now you can actually take as long as you like to do these, so you can see this one was from a 5-minute blitz game. But I normally still just do them fairly quickly, and if you get them wrong, you get them wrong. So candidate moves, you're black, and the obvious move is to take the rook, and so I'm looking to see is there any reason why I shouldn't. I don't see any other checkmate threats. Rook and queen cover the pawn, so the obvious move is to take the rook. So if you take, queen down with a checkmate threat is a big threat. But if he plays queen down, you've then got checkmate of your own, so you can't play it. So I do not see any reason not to take. Maybe he can take the pawn, gain a rook, lose a pawn, gain a pawn, lose a queen, gain a queen, lose a rook. So you kind of even things out that way. Or you can maybe use your rook as a blocker. Yeah, I think I'm going to take. I'm not actually sure though. It was the right move, he did take. So candidate move is queen takes, he takes, you take, he takes, and you're just dead level material. But this is a checkmate threat, so you've got rook up to block it, but he's got rook takes. Pawn takes, queen takes is probably not good for me. So I think I'm just going to take. And it was wrong. I'd be a bit irritated if this is it. Oh, and it was. So I had the right candidate move. That's quite funny. But I was looking at this. You can actually turn the engine on as well. You can say, show you what the analysis is. But I was looking at this move, thinking it might be bad for me. But I guess there's always a back rank mate threat. So if you take, you see you have to go to one or the other. So say you go there and check and you go there. If you try and take at some point here, there's a back rank mate. Yeah, so I had it right, just a wrong execution. So let's go to the Super Blitz Arena and join that, ready for the start. Right, we're getting ready to go. You can see my starting rating is 2090. So good luck everybody. Let's hope we have a good event. They're
10,
the strongest
9,
players at the start.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Right, 2085, good luck. Okay, this is a London system, just keep it simple, straightforward, get castled, and then worry about what to do. Plays pawn up, so he's obviously going to look at e5 at some point, but I think I'll just still castle. Now give the bishop an option to retreat, and then I think we'll try and gain a little bit of space. He offers to trade it, so I'll do that. And I'll drop back at the bishop, and then bishop up. And just put the knight back. Now he does indeed advance. I'm just going to drop the bishop back there. Right, so we've traded a pawn. So get the rook off that diagonal, and then we can potentially push and push. Now he's played queen across, so I'm just going to play pawn up. Okay, so he's hit the pawn, so he's tempting me to go forward, but then he gets his knight in if I move the pawn. But if I don't move the pawn, I just lose it, so I don't really see any other option right now. He's got 3 pieces of attack, it 2 defense, so I think I've got to push it forward, but it lets his knight in. Okay. I'm going to play queen up just to pressure the rook and connect my rooks. Okay, so I'll offer to trade a set of rooks off. So he plays forward. I don't see any tricks there. Knight across, rook takes a take. Yeah, I don't see any tricks, so I'll just trade. So we can take. Rook across doesn't work, so I'll just simplify here, I think. My pawns are all on light squares, so the bishop isn't a danger. So do I want to take? He's going to get across. I don't really want to. Knight comes in as a threat. I'm just going to sidestep the rook, I think. Could be a big mistake, of course. Could be a big mistake. So let's play a knight across. I can't really stop him getting that pawn. Right, he trades. So how do I get back? Yeah, I can't actually protect that either, can I? Yeah, it was a mistake, this. I have to drop back. I can't support that pawn either. Oh, he takes with a knight. Okay. Let's just try and get forward. I think I'm just lost though. I think this is a hopeless position. I've just misplayed it. I mean, he can just play down and pin the rook and that's good enough. He doesn't. Okay. Let's go up and up. I can't even play that. Let's just shuffle across. I want to play a bishop like this, but of course he can't really miss that. Yeah, he plays up logical. So pawn up. Free the bishop this way. Yeah, I'm just going to resign that game. That's just a poor game that I played there. Well played. He played well, a very good solid game. Right, 2036, good luck. Okay, let's go c4. Okay, let's just trade that bishop off. Right, now I'm going to push a pawn here and maybe another one. Pushes up, let's just push the pawn. Okay, I think I can trade there. Now I've got a choice where do I want this knight to go. I'm going to put it here so I cover this. I'm going to try and gain some space. Knight in is playable, queen up is playable. There is a potential fork here, but my knight covers it. So let's play a rook across to get rid of that fork risk, then the other rook across. Keep it on a dark square. Okay, so now knight across, and we can maybe trade here at some point if we need to. He does have knight in, but I think queen across is okay. Okay, it goes back. So I'm just going to push the pawn then. This is, I mean, he could grab the pawn, but then he gets pinned. It's a little bit risky. So if pawn up, I could have taken. Now I've walked into a fork, but I can, yeah, I've made another mistake here. Not a very promising start, is it, when you keep blundering? Not very promising. So he's got a free rook. Now he can't take back there because I get a fork back. I mean, he could, but he won't. He won't. So I might as well grab the pawn then, I think. If I take, he takes. Let's just take the pawn. Okay, I'm going to take that as well. Now rook across and try and just keep the rook on one of the open files. Try not to trade. He won't want to repeat, so I'm safe to repeat this move because he won't want to. Right, so now I can shuffle forward, I guess. So rook up onto this file, then king forward. Oh, he's blundered a rook. He's just blundered a rook. He's doing the right thing, using his time. He's just trying to work out if there's a playable plan here or if he's just resign and get on with the next game like I did in the last one. He's got a rook check, but my king can just sidestep and it's got paths both ways, so there shouldn't be any checkmate risk. Right, he really should be doing something by now, either making a move or just resigning. He might just be deliberately letting the clock run right down. Seems a bit silly to do that though. You're in an actual arena event where points count, of course. Right, so we get on with the next game. But everybody blunders, just like I played a poor game in the first game. Everybody blunders sooner or later. 1486, good luck. I'll play Sicilian this game. I normally play the Caro-Kann with black, but I'll play Sicilian. Okay, plays up. I'll just take and develop the knight. And maybe the other knight. They play the cross. So knight up. If he pushes it, I think I can just take. Okay, I can just block that. If he takes, I just take. So castle. Then I'm going to look to try and just gain some space. Now he does push. Okay, so I can't take there. Knight across is actually playable. Knight over. If he takes a bishop, you drop back. If he takes, you take. Take. Knight in. A nuisance, but not bad. But let's just drop the knight back. I've got a path for the knight out. As long as I'm not getting the knight trapped, I think it's playable this way. That d5 looks playable straight away as well. He's come forward, so d5 looks playable. If he takes, you take with the knight. Right, so I've got the option of an endgame, trade the queens. I don't see anything better right now, so I'll do that. Now he's played forward, so he's given me a chance to grab a pawn with a check and come back. And I don't see any reason why I shouldn't do that, so I'm going to do it and just drop straight back. The knight's got multiple squares it can jump to, so it shouldn't be trapped. In fact, I'm going to push forward, support the knight, and then drop back. So what I need to do now is get this bishop into place somehow. Okay, I'll drop back and look to trade there. Okay, now I'll look to trade that bishop. Now pawn up so there's no back rank mate threat. And now I'll look to get active. Now this side first. That's just to stop him playing his own pawn forward. Ooh, what's he played that for? What am I missing? I think rook across looks alright, just hit the pawn. Again, just hit the pawn. Now I can push. He can't take because he hangs his rook. Right, so now I can take, and I've got a nice little chain of pawns there. Okay, I've let him play his king in. That's a little bit irritating. I should not have done that. So I'll give my king another escape square just in case. Actually, have I got a check there? Check, king takes, check. Yeah, I want to get rid of his king there, so I'm going to try and drive his king away and then just go back. I might end up losing these pawns, though. It could be a mistake, this. But it probably is. I'm kind of misplaying this a little bit. If he takes, I can't just trade the rooks off. Now, has he blundered there? By not taking, he might have blundered. He has to shift the king now and he's going to lose a rook. Right, now I should be fine. There shouldn't really be any risk against me now. So again, same principle, chase his king away. Connect the rooks. Right, now I stop his king coming back. Yeah, let's drive his king back over and push forward. Right, now I'm threatening to grab the pawn. Yeah, he just tried that there, didn't he? He thought, well, he's got nothing to really lose now. Let's just go up and grab the pawn there. Excellent, a good win, but he did very, very well for his rating. Well done. By 2099, good luck. Okay, plays across, I think. Queen over is okay here. He's got bishop down, maybe. I think just bishop up. He's obviously got knight down. So castle. So take. He's going to take, or he doesn't. Okay, push then. He's got knight in. Maybe rook across to support the bishop. Okay, he doesn't bother. Okay, so take. I think just rook across just to protect the bishop and give it a square back. Queen up and maybe rook across. Actually, I think pawn up to help guard this move. Then maybe rook across. And h3 I think is useful here, just like my opponent has done. So your king's got a square, it's got an option. Okay, Okay, he pushes forward, so rook across. Queen down, okay. So I can take a rook, take the queen, I can maybe go forward. Bishop supported, knight down. My gut feeling is to play forward there, but whether it's right or wrong I don't know. But if he takes, I get my pawn shuffled across the square. Okay, he does come forward now, so I thought I could play bishop up here. So I'm covering the knight going back either way. Okay, he wants to trade bishops. It's probably good for me, that. Ooh, he's got a nice tactic. Okay. So if I go up and he takes, I drop back though, right? Yeah, I've got to play up. He takes, but I can grab the pawn. Okay, how do we play this? I don't think I can trap the knight. Let's push a pawn. He's going to grab the pawn, I think, there. Oh, he doesn't. He gets that. Okay. Let's go across then. Just pressure this pawn. Try and plant the bishop here if possible. Although maybe I've just given him rook across. Yeah, silly, silly, silly. So I've got to drop back there. But no, I've misplayed this one. I've lost this one. Yeah, I'll just give him that. I've just played a poor game there, haven't I? So clearly not quite at my best tonight. Long way to go though. We've got an hour and 10 minutes left. A long way to go. That's the early leaders. You can see I've got 4 points. The leader's already 20 points. Right, 16-24. Good luck. That's a little countdown he's got. Not sure why he's not moved yet. Some players wait literally to the right split second. Not sure why. Yeah, he's done the same thing as well. What he thinks he's gaining from that, I have no idea. Right, queen back. Bishop up and then pawn up. Wow, so he's got double pawns there. Let's just play a bishop up. I might even look to just trade his dark squared bishop there. And I might let him take the knight, actually. Let's play a knight across, then he can take either way. Right, just stop the bishop coming there too easily. Knight forward, so I can grab a pawn, I think, now. And if bishop up, I can just drop back, or just take with a queen. So I've gained a pawn. Can I keep it? Can we keep it? Just gentle move, queen across, support the knight. Get castled, and then we can move the knight, or we can centralise the rook. Yeah, let's just centralise the rook. I don't mind if he takes that and simplifies, that's fine. He's got an isolated centre pawn. I'm going to double the rooks up on it. I've got an extra pawn already. So king up looks fine. Okay, so let's challenge that rook. Give the king a square, he goes back. So now we'll double up on this pawn. So I can now take the pawn and hit the rook again. So just take the rook. I think pawn forward looks fine. And I'm just going to gently bring rook up to support the other pawn, or I can push there actually. Actually, yeah, pushing looks good. And just gently bring the king across. And now just push. Okay, so push. Now threaten a check. So it stops him from pushing his pawn here. Whoa, king forward, okay. Guess just check. Now he might be trying to go that way. So is he in time? Possibly. So across, down, up, up. I can't actually really stop that. So let's go forward. If he wanders over, I can check here to temporarily protect my pawns. Idea is to now trade and then run this one. So just hit the rook. I can even put the rook right behind this pawn. Okay, I'll take that. Now push. Then just push again. Up and up. Right, now I'm going to go up and try and grab this pawn. Now I can push there and rook across here. But again, he's put in a very respectable effort for his rating. He's done well. So just push. Now I'll queen next move. So now I just need to make sure I don't blunder away a silly stalemate. So just bring the king across. Right, and now I'll push. Now he's definitely got moves there, so rook over and checkmate. But didn't he play well though? He played very well for his rating there, well done. 1944, good luck. Okay, c4. Okay, let's just trade and rook across. Knight out wide. It's a little bit out of the way on the side, but you've got two potential squares to aim for. Plays knight forward, so I could actually just even drop back, but knight in looks okay here. If he takes, I take with a pawn, and then I look to support the pawn chain. So he's got a centre majority now, I've got the outside. Okay, take, so he wants knight across, so I have to drop back. So now I want the queen up somewhere just to connect the rooks. Oh, he's blundered, I think, has he? I think he just blundered there, allowing a fork. Knight check, I just take. Very, very easily done though, as you've seen me do already. Very easy to blunder. So we're down to 1 hour and 4 minutes to go now. Right, 17-14, good luck. Let's play something different, just to play something different. Well, similar, but different move order to what I've played so far. Giving him a nice centre there. I'm going to play maybe bishop up to one of these. Normally you would put your bishop here, but I might just put the bishop here and try and trade off this bishop. Yeah, he's played bishop up, so I'll look to just trade that bishop and get rid of it. And now we'll try and gain a little bit of space. A pawn up, knight up. Right, so I'll take there. Rook across. He plays forward, interesting, so I guess d4 becomes playable now. Knight in, we can trade a set of knights. I'm just going to play queen forward and take with the rook, I think, and then he'll bring his other knight in. Or he may want to bring his other knight in. Let's play rook up. Oh, have I blundered there? Maybe I can play knight here and pawn up. Once he played queen across, so pawn up. So I'll take with a pawn, not the queen. Very nicely spotted though, wasn't it? Very nicely done. Oh, again, if I take with a queen, I'm giving up a pawn, and there's no back rank mate threat, so I've got to go with a rook. I could be in a spot of bother this game now. Let's hit the queen, and maybe knight across to act as a blocker. And then there's a potential check threat. Yeah, knight across to try and avoid trading rooks, but if the queen wanders off, there's a check threat. I might even play a move like f3 just to kick this knight, I'm not sure yet, but what I'd like is to trade off one of these pawns. Get rid of my double pawns, but not easy. Oh, has he blundered as well, just like the last one? I mean, I've got takes, 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 now in a pawn. So if I play a pawn up, has he got any tricks? He's got either knight in and he hits my queen. I can give up the rook for two knights, that would be better, so let's play that. If either knight comes in, I'll take with the rook. He goes back, so he just gives it up. Ah, he should have taken with a pawn really there, so he's let me just go a clean piece up. So knight check was actually a serious threat there. He sidestepped that. Okay, I think just queen across, pressure the pawn. Okay, queen up again, pressure the pawn. Another one. So I've got check, we trade. He just resigns it, okay. I felt like he was just going a little bit too quickly there. A little bit slower and he might have done better. Wow. Always makes me wonder when low rated players go berserk mode against high rated players. That noise you heard meant he's gone berserk, so his time is halved, but he gets more points if he wins or draws. Okay, just knight up. Okay, so we take. I really should take there. I'll just keep it simple. I could have grabbed a pawn, but he would have taken here. So again, just take and castle. Okay, let's drop right back. I hit the bishop again. Rook across. Wow, he's determined to come forward, isn't he? Very determined. I'm not going to take there. Play queen up, hit the pawn. If he takes, I can just take back. This might be the bigger threat. No, he's played across. But I can actually take with a knight and hit the queen there. So now I can move the knight maybe across, or now maybe I can take. Let's just step across, offer to trade the queens. So that, oh, he's trapped his own bishop there, he shouldn't have done that. Now, I don't have to take it this move. So let's just take the pawn. But the bishop's not getting out, so let's just block that. Clearly he can't afford to trade. Okay, do I want to trade pawns? I'm going to shuffle up there. I'm hitting this pawn with the bishop as well. He's seen it. All done. Just plant the bishop and then just try and edge forward. So hit the pawn and he can't actually defend it. Yeah. Always risky when you go berserk. It always puzzles me why players do that against high rated players. But some players, to be fair, do specialise in playing very, very quickly. I'm not one of them. 2 to 8-6, good luck. Okay, let's just go e3. Okay, slightly unusual structure there, just play up. Now where do I want the knight to go? Let's put the knight on its natural square. Okay, I'm going to drop the knight back and maybe bishop across. Now bishop up. Well, I could have grabbed a pawn there, couldn't I have blundered there? That was very careless of me. Okay, let's just shuffle the pawn forward. Now another one. He's done it. He's going to probably do the same thing here. He does. So take. Now push. Comes in. So push again. I guess I've got to take. Oh, I blundered. I've just blundered a free piece. Wow. I've just blundered everything, haven't I? That is a shocker. Let's get the queen out of the way, just give him the bishop. Yeah, so I obviously got to take. Now I'll just get on with the next game. If you blunder and you're in an arena, just get on with the next game. These things happen. It's not the first time I've blundered. It's not the last time I'm going to blunder. Doing well so far though. 6 wins and 3 losses. Can't complain at that. Any performance rating over 2,000 and I'm pleased with that. Under 2,000 and it's a poor night. But 16 points is all I've got. The leaders are on 29. Okay, let's try another Sicilian again. 2-2-3-3, good luck. Okay, let's just drop back. Yeah, how do we break out? I think pawn up and bishop up makes sense here. My knight's got a very, very awkward retreat square if it needs it. Very awkward though. I might even play rook across and try and sack it here, I think. Now, do I want to take there? I'll go across and maybe across. Or maybe this way. So let's hit the bishop. So I've got a check, but I don't think it gains me much. Check and maybe knight in. The threat is obviously the pawn push. It's not the take, it's the push. That's the threat. So that's what he's done. So if I take, what's he got? Knight in, and he hits the bishop. Queen across though. Knight in, he's got a check threat, but I don't see it, so let's play across. He's got a pawn at the end, I guess. Okay, he's going for a mating attack, isn't he? The knight over hits the queen looks logical, so I'm going to play that, and then maybe bring the knight back to a defensive square. Okay, I can play that as well, I guess. Now, I've got rook across and sack it for the knight, or I've got rook across here and try and push. Let's play rook across here, but maybe I should just repeat here. Okay. Let's go forward, hit the pawn, and then maybe drop all the way back. Yeah, he's got no dark squared bishop to hit the queen. I've got knight across again. Hold on, pawn up, takes. Let's play knight up. I'm going to play a very odd move, f6. Gives the queen a square, takes a bit of pressure off here. What's he done? He's gone forward that side. Okay, let's hit the knight and leaves this a little bit looser. Let's just hit the pawn. Yeah, maybe I should have been playing up straight away there, shouldn't I? A little bit careless there. I've got knight over though to hit the rook. No, I think trading looks better, and then just pawn up. Actually, this pawn up first and then this one. I'm well down on time though, aren't I? So it's going to be a struggle, this. And I might have made a mistake there. Take. He pins the rook, but then queen down. Might be a mistake, this. Okay. Actually, let's just double the rooks first. Just double the rooks up. Now break the pin, so we're hitting the pawn. Okay, so pawn for pawn. I think I like the look of that. Rook up, threatening a check, depending on where his queen is. I'm threatening to take there, he can't actually take back. Pre-move in case he does take. Actually, if he takes, I take this way. But that's a threat because the rook is currently pinned, can't take back. I'm also threatening to take here because that rook can't take that one. So it's actually a double threat. He just resigns. I think he had king up, but that's a very, very good win. Very good. King up was probably a defense there, but then maybe pawn up, pawn up. Knight 2191, good luck. Okay, let's just take. Let's play up. I think up again. Yeah, idea is always this, so take isn't good, so take. Yeah, let's go here and castle. Actually, let's play a rook up to defend there. Knight, rook down. So hit. Oh, I just forgot about that. That's not very clever, is it? That's not very good. Okay, so we're in a bit of difficulty in this game. I don't really see the point in queen up here, but I don't see anything better to do. Yeah, this is just hopeless now. little blunder and it's just hopeless, it's just gone. I'm just going to give him this pawn as well there. I'm not going to even try and defend it. Just played a poor game here, so I'm just going to sack this side and try and regroup this side. But this is probably resignable already. So he plays rook forward. Okay, so I guess queen up. Oh, that's a bold move. Let's go back. I think he wants to force me into trading multiple pieces and I don't want to do that. So he takes. I'm going to play rook up and then maybe knight up. Now, can I take there? Not really, so let's just go forward. And then idea is rook across. So if queen down we're hitting the knight, rook down we just take, but then he takes, I take, and he gets queen check, and I, oh yeah, I've got queen to defend, haven't I? Yeah, I'm okay to take there. I'm hoping he missed the fact that I had the blocker there. I want the rook behind the pawn rather than in front of it, so hit the pawn. Get behind. Clearly I'm still second best here, but better than it was, but I'm still 2 clean pawns down. Okay, bishop up. Sorry, rook across, bishop up. So he's played king up, so I'm going to push and do the same thing. Okay, forward. I've actually got check there, haven't I? He's got to go back. Yeah, he's seen it. Well done. Take, 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 take. I don't think it quite works. He goes back. And now can I take? Yeah, it's a nice move. Oh, I'm out of time. What am I doing? I'm just out of time. If king back, I simply take. And that's a draw. Excellent. Wow, I did well to get that, didn't I? Very well indeed. Right, let's go this modern e3 way. Transpose us back into a normal ready position, so b4 is the right move here. Pre-move in case he takes here. And if he takes here, you take in. If he takes, you just trying to gain centre space. It's a well-known gambit line in the Reti, and you can sack a pawn here, but you're just trying to castle first of all. Let's just play a bishop up, hit the pawn, again hit the pawn. Trying to tempt him forward, and then we'll play a3. So he gives us the pawn back. So now I want to put my knight forward, so because he's played that, I'll come in over to d2 instead of c3. So he plays up. Okay, I'm going to play a knight up then and hit the bishop. We're threatening knight across to hit the queen and pawn, which is a threat. So I think it's playable because I'm threatening to take the pawn. The question is, can I get back out? So check, and then I come back. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. No, I can't. But it simplifies it though. So I'm going to play it. He chooses to keep the knight and not the bishop, interesting. So he's hit the pawn and the queen. So again, I've miscalculated there. Right, let's just drop back then. So knight across to support this, give him the exchange, otherwise I'm just completely busted. He might not even take the rook here. I think he will do, but he might not do. He might have something even stronger. Yeah, he doesn't. I'm not surprised by that. So rook across to hit the queen is logical. Rook f2. It's very dangerous, isn't it? Very dangerous. So let's just shuffle across and hit the knight. There he goes back. So again, I've got to hit the knight again. It's still very, very dangerous for me. This is very dangerous. So get a rook across while I've got tempo on the queen. Now, can I play bishop up to hit the pawn? I've got knight up to hit the pawn, actually. Oh, but he takes with a check, doesn't he? I don't want the king in the corner, that's a problem. So let's play bishop up to hit the pawn with rook across. And then that frees knight up once the rook is supporting the pawn. Now, king over means this pawn is actually a threat. So rook over. The knight up actually threatens to take here as well as here. So it is a threat. We're threatening to grab a pawn. Or here. So if I take, though, he's got rook takes, queen check, annoying. I've got bishop takes. King to the corner. So now again it becomes a threat. Although, doesn't really, does it? Doesn't really. Knight takes, rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes, rook across. No, I'm going to bail out of that idea. Okay. So let's pressure this pawn again. I might have to just bail out completely though and push my pawn here. Yeah, he takes, I'm not surprised. But he is pinned now. Play rook up. Now we can actually double either way. I've got to be quicker, don't I? Got to be a little bit quicker. So 2 attack it, 2 defend. So can I take? Take, not quite. I'm threatening to go for this with take and take. He's seen it. Well done. Oops. Oh my goodness, the clock. What? What have I missed there? I'm aware he's got the bishop there. He doesn't take it. Oh, he's blundered. Yeah, he just made a mistake in time pressure there, but a good win. So how many games have I played? I might stop at 10. Oh, I've played 12. I've actually played more. But I think I'm quite pleased with the performance I've put in here, so I think I'll stop there before I get tired and lose games. But I've only lost 3 games out of 12. I can see 1 draw, which means I must have won 8. I have indeed won 8, so that is very good. You can see I've got my rating back over 2100. A performance 2165, average opponent 1960. So that's going to do me for today. I'll be back for these events tomorrow, and no doubt I'll be playing in some of the bullet events earlier in the day. So thank you very much to anybody who's seen this.